Hi, this is Pawan Kumar MG. In this video, we'll discuss the topic solid state physics. So, what are the solids? Solids, we know that it is a state of matter. So, it has a shape, size, yeah, shape, size, volume, area, and other physical properties it has, and it is rigid. Okay. So how they are rigid and why they are rigid? We know that it is made up of an atoms, solids. Also, it may be sometimes it may made up of molecules. Okay, these are bonded by a force of attraction and repulsion, and they attain the equilibrium position when they are forming. So during the formation of the solids, there is a high amount of energy is liberated. Okay. So due to this high amount of energy liberation, so what it is going to happen? It is going to stabilize. So this becomes a crystalline. So how this became a crystalline, and what are the other things it has, like how it is having the definite shape and how we can imagine, we'll see in this video. So solid state is mainly deals with the behavior of electron in the crystal or a solid, you can tell. Okay, so now I will classify this as based on the periodic and regularity. We can classify crystalline as one as periodic one and non-periodic one. Okay, in periodic case, like what it is going to have here is the crystalline one, and in this crystal we have single or polycrystals and polycrystal. Okay, polycrystal. And in non-periodic way, you can give the best example is the glass. And later on, we'll discuss the uh, primitive and non-primitive other things. So this is just an outline. Now let's go. During we have seen that during the formation of solid, there is an large amount of energy is liberated. So why it is large amount of energy is liberated? The more amount of energy is liberated due to the electrons in the excited states comes to ground state, and they combine to form a solid or a crystal. So what it is happening is energy released during regular arrangement is more compared to non-regular. Okay, so this kind of crystal gives the stable we have discussed, and this gives the stable this gives the crystal, and this gives the amorphous. Till now it is clear. Okay, now let's go for the crystals firstly. In crystal we have seen that firstly that is a single crystal, and next is polycrystal. Okay, in single crystal what we have is the regular arrangement here maintain is single crystal. So here a regular arrangement is maintained throughout the crystal. Maintained throughout the crystal. Okay. Whereas in case of polycrystal, there is an aggregation of small crystals, like we'll call it as a grains. Means there is a random variation, you can tell. So how for single crystal, if I consider the rectangular shape, so this like the in this order the atoms or a molecule are arranged. Whereas in case of polycrystalline, it has limited arrangement. So some are arranged like this manner, and some are arranged in like this manner, and some are like other at other angle. So there is a boundary. What this we call as grain boundary. Okay, then this is the grains. One more thing you have to note from this grain boundary. At grain boundary, what it is happening at grain boundary, the periodicity is interrupted. Means it is break. It is don't exist there. Periodicity interrupted at grain boundary. Okay, we know that in some of the special type of crystals, uh, the polycrystals behave like still more stable compared to a single crystal due to the presence of the this grain boundary. So what they are going to do is they stabilize that crystals. Okay, till now you got now. What are the crystals? What the crystal means? What is single crystal and polycrystal? We have seen. Now let's go for non-crystalline one. Once again, non-crystalline one is what? It is an amorphous. Means here there is no regular boundary present. Non-crystalline. It is an amorphous. So there is no boundary. During this formation of non-crystal, less amount of energy is liberated. So due to this liberation of energy, it is unstable. So when you see a glass, suppose it has passed around 10 years, you can see that it is not so polished as the previous one. So it is getting stabilized by some abrupt behavior. Like when you view this glass, or when you see a image from this glass, it is some abrupt image. So similarly here, why it is happening? Because it has got the less amount of time to attain the this stability. So when you know how the glass is manufactured, you will note down that it duration of attaining making of this glass is time duration is very less. Whereas in compared to solids like NaCl, crystal, rock salt, it has taken so much of time. Here, the in non-crystalline, there is a random arrangement of atoms. Arrangement of atoms or molecules, you can tell. So the thing is here there is a periodicity also present here, but the extent of periodicity is very few. That is few diameters of few atomic diameters. It is very less. So we can neglect this one and we can tell that uh, it is less stable compared to the crystalline one. And one more thing, the main concept what we have started from the beginning is solid state physics. So here we deal mainly with the crystalline solids. So the science which deals with the geometry or arrangement, you can tell, of atoms or molecules, we call this as crystallography. Okay, it is very important to study this structure of materials and their properties and their behaviors, because we know that it has a wide use of application in day-to-day life, like in the case of rams, or in case of some materials, finding the high temperature tolerability material like tungsten, and some other materials like uh, first group elements like alkaline materials and alkaline earth materials, when combined with the halogens, what the forms they give, and they are much more useful in the chemistry. You have noticed those things. And now let's go for like how one can uh, see this crystal and how one can imagine this crystal, and we will see in the next class. Thank you.